Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome back to Starsector House Finder Edition here, where we are below crew strength. We have the Panacea that we picked up off of, I don't know, sometimes you just find ships floating around in space. We have a bunch of those, and I mean, they tend to work if you hit them enough with a wrench. So our goal today is to finally colonize one of these places. Now, there are some schools of thoughts about this that are, I guess the better way to put it is, I've gotten some feedback from people such as, why don't you explore more of the red warning beacon stars? I think that is definitely something we could do just to try to see what's out there. We do have, let's look at the beacons real quick. We do have quite a few warning beacons, as you probably know. And yellow warning beacons tend to have pretty good planets here. Like if we look at Selzik here, I can't say for sure if this one has good planets. For all I know, it doesn't. But there's at least more planets here. There tends to be... Oh, wow, I just got burps all the time now. This one doesn't have as many colonization candidates, but there are some good potential planets at red warning beacon systems, such as... And I'm going to lose this here all of a sudden here, which is exciting because I was looking at these off camera, and there was so much there. And now I'm just kind of scattered to the wind here. No, we're gonna find it. This is not awkward at all. Anyway, we'll get back to that in just a second, because we do have a few places we want to explore, and maybe this map will do a little bit better. Nope, can't save myself for nothing. All right, cool. We'll get back there. It's probably this one anyway, but we'll never know. Okay, that was a waste of 30 seconds of your life. Anyway, let's look at our fleet here real quick. We do have our increased fleet cap here now officially with 3 destroyers, 1 higher class ship, which is a transport ship right now. We'll be able to move into some things later on down the line. But we also have some officers that we haven't looked at as well. I did put a note in the post edit for putting the officer thing there, that we are only allowed to have a few number of officers here, but Hannah is not going to turn away help if we keep finding these high-level officers in cargo pods and stuff like that. So we do have 2 natural officers with us here. I guess technically America Titan might be one, but we have Thor Elysium and Nil Gasoline, which are both awesome names here. And I could learn these skills, but we do have some story points after getting dangerously close to not. So I'd like to make them a little more aggressive. I know we have Officer Permadeath on, but I want these guys to be aggressive, be aggressive, and we're not going to try to do the skill things yet. In fact, he does have 1 level, she does have 2 levels, but we can level up to get even more. So what we're trying to get from our officers here is just some of the basic stuff. Mentoring does 2 things. It lets you get your levels faster, and it also gives more skills to choose from. Like, we're going to make Thor a ballistics buddy, and Nil, who is one of our energy weapons specialists here, that's going to work out very well for us later. So field modulation is actually pretty nice here. Helmsmanship is very useful for what she's flying right now, but I think gunnery implants has to be the way to go. So that's the way we're going to go. And she has another level as well. Who knew? Okay, damage control is nice, especially if we're living in a world of officer permadeath here. Energy and missile specialization is probably pretty good. Systems expertise, I think I like this a lot more than the comment section tends to, but it is a little risky to pick this early in the game because other than making it elite and getting 30 seconds more peak operating time and less overload duration, you don't always know if you're going to be piloting a ship that can take full advantage of this, so we don't have to decide that today. I kind of like... You know, I kind of like polarized armor, to be honest. But it just really depends. Damage control is just kind of basic here, and we get the faster repairs if it comes down to it. Or we can just do helmsmanship and figure that out later. She's got 1 more level to potentially get skills. She's aggressive. We'll think about it. But the important thing is that getting those levels up gets those skills. It's all very good. We're under crew. We need to fix that. If it's been a little while since you've watched, we do have these heavy armaments, and we do have EOS Exodus, which is not too far away, that we're going to try to drop these kitties off at the pool. Probably be able to get some extra crew, extra heavy machinery, extra supplies up there. because we have some places we want to visit. Have I actually figured out where these things are yet? I should know this. Anyway, we'll go from the intel screen, because that will be a better way to do it here. All right, we had the place that I saw pop up before that only had one planet here. And some of these are like medium beacon stuff. I think this is it. This is not it. That's Oberon, a horrible, lifeless hellscape. Okay, so this is all coming back to me, except it's not. Oof. Okay, well. It's on one of these lines next to the warning beacons. We have a planet here, and it's not that one, and I feel really silly. Because I was looking at this just yesterday. I was looking through the save. We'll start with the other stuff here. We have Hadron, for instance, which has a jungle world named Pandemona, which is an amazing name. We didn't actually survey it here because... and it actually has a nav buoy and a comm relay already in there. It has a desertic world, but remember, we are doing one colony like per area here. But we have active gate, we have everything. There's remnant buddies that will swarm around. I don't know if we have a remnant nexus in there or not, but it does exist. In Ignav, I don't think was one of our colonization candidates here, but it is another place with more remnants swarming around. And this is gonna bug me that I'm not getting the map right. We have the Utri, or the other here, which has that jungle world that we did fully survey here, and it has decivilized, extensive ruins, adequate farmland, rich ore deposits, moderate common organics. So we may take a closer look at some of these while we're kind of wandering around, because there's some other details that we can't necessarily see while we are out here floating around. But this also has a gate. And the nice thing about some of these in this cluster is we have Rama as well, which also has a tundra world, and Apple once again. But this is another gate here. This planet, let's see here, scattered ruins, poor farmland, sparse ores, common organics, tectonic activity. It's cold. It has a very low hazard rating, but it also has industrial ruins. And I don't know if this is an update to industrial evolution or I just completely missed it. But I want to focus on that sentence at the bottom, which says deep scans report a strange similarity to energy patterns usually emitted by a dormant nanoforge. Which means, remember all those times where I blithely sold away forge templates? In fact, if we just pop into my outpost here, I still have a few, but we didn't even think about the fact that we'd find a planet that potentially could do these. Assuming I'm reading that right, we have an empty forge template. I don't exactly know that. We have a broken forge template. We have a pulverizer, which is obviously a fun one-charge ship, and we have 2 Kingstons available. Experimental ships are always fun because they're experimental. But yeah, this is not ideal for how many things we sold. Just thinking, we're never going to need it. I have a lot of other blueprints that I haven't learned as well that I could sell, but money's not the issue right now. Life is the issue. So let's go ahead. I've done a lot of talking. Let's do a little bit of sailing here so we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And I'm immediately seeing one problem here, which is that my poor, it's this thing. The civilian transport is making me a lot slower, and I probably need to fix it up when we get to port next so that it flies a little bit faster. So we're going to go out here again, and I'm definitely not going towards here. Okay, this is bugging me too much. Okay. We're going to look for planets here. We're going to organize by name, because there's another very popular one. At least it's come up on the Discord. Again, welcome to join the Discord if you want here. It's Chris with a K. I think it's with a K. I got to do the ABC song. So E, F, G, 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 G. I'm like Grogu saying yes. Gred. Oh my God. Why do we have so many G's? Grid, Gred, and Grid. Oh, there's Hanturaya again. And now it's a magnetic world. That would have been useful. I can't do this. J, K, K, still J. Wow, this is Asher fails at the alphabet, because there's a lot of K's here. I never did find that way And I already passed it, so that's even better. No note. It's here. CR, it's not here? What? Okay, now I'm going to go crazy. Alright, well, we're going to see that it starts with a C this whole time. Alright. I'll tell you what it is that my kids that have finally discovered what Undertale is after I've had it for so many years have also discovered what Deltarune is. So that's where I guess I'm thinking of KRIS. There we go. CRS. Let's look at this here real quick. This is a happy little planet. We'll look in the map mode real quick. We'll lay in a course. We'll do one better here. Show in map mode. This is a happy little planet, which, as we know, has a mining station derelict ship and is full of Agnis, which is fun. But I have gotten some people say, make the Agnis your pet. Chris is very exciting. The very exciting thing is 225 hazard rating with a military virus, which is horrible, and I actually don't know. I meant to look it up because, you know, I'm a big cheaterson here. Even with the plentiful organics, ultra-rich ore, rich everything else, I don't remember if there's a way to deal with the military virus. There might be, but I want to look at some of these other colonization candidates first, and maybe we will take a look at some of the other places with red stuff, or maybe we won't. But let's start by unloading some of the stuff here. So where are we? We're back down here on the map. Oh boy. Okay, so we cannot use those. Oh, there's a gate here. Okay, that's gonna make my traveling a little bit easier then. And I kind of want to know what that. Okay, that's just a space ghost. Transponder on, because that's Legio that's in here. And Legio doesn't hate. That would be really awkward if we're here and Legio is gonna immediately try to kill us. No, we're just inhospitable. They almost want to kill us, but they don't totally want to kill us. But that means we don't necessarily want to, like, piss them off, because any little thing we do will piss them off. So there's a Beatus, or we can repair. Let's go ahead and refit this ship on camera. I was supposed to do it off camera. Here we are. All right. Auxiliary fuel tanks is fine. Auxiliary crew compartments. There's crew comforts. This is what I was supposed to look for, and I did not succeed. All right. I actually don't think I have any crew expansion stuff, so it's fine. I mean, militarized subsystems, max burn level by 1, and increases the minimum crew requirement by 100%. We could do that. And not auxiliary thrusters. Augmented field drive increases burn by 2. And this shouldn't be slowing us down as much now. Do those stack? Should have probably checked that before. Yeah, we're at 9, so we shouldn't be going as fast. Let's buy some crew, because we are splashing all kinds of money here. So obviously, black market crew. We could probably go ahead and buy, like, our colonization stuff as well. But okay, first off, that's still a good price. That's a plus. For once, the hivers have not totally ruined the economy here. I don't have a ton of room. So maybe we come back here after we sell off some of the stuff, because unlike other independent place, this is a flat out, like, independent installation. So that's pretty good. It even has a Ninja Cal person as an administrator here. So good for you guys. Good for you all. At the dockside bar, we have an unsanctioned bounty board and a man who's concerned that we're not walking over to his table, which is fine because we have other stuff to do, other stuff to trade. And we're losing a little bit of money. It's fine. We got 600 things to sell. Oh, another warning beacon. Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, there is Hesperus Station. Very exciting. All right, so your raiders that are traveling here. Oh. If we turn off the transponder, will we get better results? Maybe. Let's try going in dark. All right, so Hesperus Station, we're in neutral. Oh no, we have lack of clearance. We just turned around, and I can't believe it. Our transponder just turned off. Hannah, you sly dog. Alright. Also, we don't have anybody else to get here with. We could potentially talk to the High Lord and try to get commissioned or hand over AI cores, but that's not really what we're doing. We are going to just kind of ignore this right now, including the person that's trying to apprehend me, because if you see somebody trying to arrest you, run? That's terrible. Terrible advice. This channel is not legal advice. That's a lot of money. Okay, well, we're not going to be suspicious because they let us dock. They didn't have to let us dock. We are holy shit. Yeah, I think I can buy heavy machinery. Okay, I don't need the money that badly, but if I did need the money what happened to y'all? I guess somebody just took this place over? I don't know. All right, well, definitely not buying other stuff here, but yeah, this is, if you're playing the vanilla game, how you make a lot of money, well, is by attacking Umbra a bunch of times and then selling stuff back to them. Okay, so I don't see anybody else flying around here. We should be safe. They probably didn't identify us. Clearly somebody was going after the comm relay, because that looks like a legend. Yeah, there's a Corsair, so... Well, you know what? I will take that and enjoy it. And not worry about the fact that I just did some illegal dealings and sold even more weapons to Legio Infernalis, which if we're talking about head can't... Why are you pursuing me? You know, I'm not going to use a story point for this. We just sold our ammunition. Scan. Okay, the Independents like me a little bit less, and they beat up one of my ships, so you suck. We could probably actually blow you out of the sky, but I have other things to do. Alright, so you know what we're going to do just for that? We're going to do even more black market trading. Our suspicion level is still extreme. Actually, we bought most of what we can off the black market. So now that we have a little bit more cargo space, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. But obviously, we need more than 1,000 crew. We need to actually be able to hold our ships up here. So that's probably too many crew, but we're going to do it anyway because I'm lazy. I don't want to do the counts. So this is fine. We still have plenty of cash. We actually need... Yeah, we could... I'm glad I didn't sell all that off because I wouldn't have had enough money to do this. I could have used the... Oh, man, you know, I could have used the transpoofer to go up to Legio and be like, hey, it's me, Modine. And they'd be like, is that you, Modine? But we're not, because that is a great B-52 song that actually tries to drop you some knowledge about time dilation. Look it up. Okay, well, we're here. We have a bunch of shit available. We have a new gate that we can go to. So really, the gates are our oyster here. And suddenly, I'm once again not remembering where that damn planet was. You know what? If I look it up on the gate map, I probably will pull it up a lot easier. So let's just go to the gate. Do. I'm not suspicious. I just let you inspect the crap out of my ship. I probably should have gotten a few more supplies, but... Okay, scan the gate. If we travel through the gate... Okay, now first off, we can go all the way back down here. Favonius is another good place to try to go to run around and everything. It's not you, and it's not you. It's you. Okay. We're gonna... I want to start by looking at Svargan... for two reasons. One is, and I tease this on the Discord, join it or don't. Join or die or both. I haven't played Hearthstone in forever and I have no desire to. One interesting factor here. You can see I have my transponder on. We do have a comm relay right here. We do have debris. We do have an Agni family. But I want you to look at what happens. They're not trying to eat me. Now, I don't know what or when happened, if Midnight Dissonant actually like, we're just going to click establish colony, but not actually click establish colony. I don't know if Midnight Dissonant just talked to the Agni and was like, don't worry, she's cool. But once again, the big worry I have, all these resources are amazing. Even the widespread ruins is something that I can work with. And on a 1 planet challenge here, I can terraform this. I think I actually have the item to deal with the high gravity right now. I can terraform that. No, we won't, though. My issue is, what do I do about the military virus? Plus, I have another question here, which is, the Agni are not hostile to me, but I don't exactly know why. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? Did that one little baby Agni chasing me around space decide, enough is enough? But yeah, we have a lot of patrols, and these are horrible fleets. And you're intercepting my fleet for some reason. So clearly the Agni are not trying to kill you. That actually looks like a vengeance fleet that's out trying to kill me. So I think I'm not ready for this fight. So we're going to probably get out of here in a second because they just e-burned. Let's see how this goes. Woohoo! Hey, Agni, look, see, there's the problem. Is that's clearly somebody who's been pursuing me relentlessly forever. Unless there's a bounty over here. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, see, the Agnis are not exactly good guard dogs, and we don't have any info on Agnis here, so we're wanted. We're not wanted anymore. This isn't War Tales. Spoiler alert for the first episode of that series. 1.0 now available. Yeah, we're just gonna get out of here. Always let them e-burn first, but not like this. But anyway, see, the Agni, they're neutral now for some reason, but apparently it's not just us. And I don't know if somebody else did something or if it was me. But that looks like a fleet that got a little bit stronger, and I would much rather take it on when I'm not carrying around a bunch of potential colonists. Just saying. So where else do we need to go here? We have the Outre, which is definitely available. We have Rama, which is over here. We have 2 unsurveyed worlds here, so get me the hell out, Scotty. You guys are really trying. Now, you're not going to follow me through the gate, are you? If you follow me through the gate, that's just going to be hilarious. So we have a desertic world, and see here. Here we do have a bunch of Ordos. Now, these Ordos are not as strong, but there's a shit ton of them. And like I said, there may be like a what's the word I'm looking for? One of their little outposts here, or this may just be a really high spawn rate. I don't know. We're not going to deal with that orbital habitat yet. So perform a survey. 50 supplies consumed. It's fine. So moderate ore, class 1. This is an unremarkable planet. I mean, we could technically mine it if we were to colonize the far more interesting Pendemona over here. Which I think I said Pandemona, which is interesting, but not at all correct for pronunciation. But yeah, we have a bunch of remnant fragments everywhere. Now, if we did get... Oh, and there's buoys as well. There's a comm relay, nav buoy, and it wouldn't... I don't think we can set up anything, but it's nice that... I would really want the comm relay. That's a lot of dead shit all around. But that, I think that means there's probably actually not a whatever the remnants use for their space stations, but there's a whole bunch of remnants here, and already having a comm relay that's better than what I can build is pretty damn nice. And we have a kite that we can fly out into space. All right, so survey says more industrial ruins. Okay, and this industrial... Okay, let's look at everything else popping up first, because that industrial ruin also has some text here. So scattered ruins, adequate farmland, sparse rare ores, moderate ores, common organics. So this has everything that Chris has, only less. And it doesn't have a military virus. We can deal with high gravity. We actually have the stuff to deal with the heat. The endemic biosphere just adds character, honestly. But yeah, industrial ruins. Initial scan show a massive, largely underground complex filled with arcane energy signals. I don't think that means wizards, but it is that makes me have to do a think here, because obviously we can't establish a colony right now for some reason. That button's grayed out. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. This is still closer to other colonies, which is one thing that's pretty important, and one thing I was kind of eyeing. Oh, we can't colonize it because there's ruins here. But one of the reasons I was thinking of this cluster is that we have some trading partners nearby. Spindle has that now, so Iron Shell didn't even hold on to it. Fascinating. Plus, there is already a land grab over here, and while the remnants are eating everybody else, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to stay that way. I did want to look at the Outre again, and I did want to look at Rama again. It's going to be an interesting ride, though, if we're going to be constantly running away from somebody that's trying to kill us. But see, this is where we do have some initial economy concerns, where things are close. We have so many like guard ships though. So that's an ultra light carrier. Oh, it's because it's tiny. And we have something over here. Okay, that's a derelict battle carrier. That's not a bad way to go. And another unidentified entity, and oh, we were supposed to do that. Oh well, the pirates hate us a little more now. Okay, and a regular old dram. Yeah, it looks like we don't have the space station that you get in some of these red beacon areas, but we do have a lot of friends that are at least standing guard for now. The thing is that they may keep spawning in, or if somebody comes through and tries to murder me, they may not stay. Let's look at the Outre. Outre. It doesn't take a lot of fuel to make these small jumps. How much fuel does it take for me to... Only. You know, for as expanded sector as this is, these gates are stupidly efficient because traveling by map costs the same amount. And I almost accidentally traveled by map across the entire sector, which is not my intent. All right. So, look at this. Look, we have all of our buddies guarding the gate. Hello, friends. So this place has been fully surveyed. We haven't surveyed the barren world. I kind of feel like I should do that for no other reason than... Wait, I didn't actually go back and do the ruins at that place. So let's perform a survey here. It's fine. Okay, so once again, an unremarkable planet. It is barren. It has no atmosphere instead of a trace atmosphere. So that's fair. And we still have all these little stations. Like, ooh, we have a research station down there. And I think I have the cargo to actually tap that. So... Can't believe I just said tap that. Are those Agni hanging out by the sun too? I gotta see. No, it's just... And we have a weapons cache somewhere too. Alright. Say hello. One of you is not like the others. That is a... It's quite a weapons cache if it has a Thresher torpedo. Alteria, not as exciting. Wave Pulse is good, and Douglas autocannon I haven't used. But we do have some other blueprints here, so those are... all exciting. We will grab those. We cannot double tap this, so... are you guys... Oh. Why are we suddenly hostile? This is not ideal. Apparently I, like, stole their baby. So, let's get out of here first. Maybe we don't do this jungle world. But while we're here, let's at least figure out, because we're going to have to take the long way to one of the gates and do the research station later. Did the remnants just, like, suddenly decide to hate me, or did I just do a local uprising here? Remnants, what's going on? Did I, like, steal your buried treasure? Oh. Ooh, this does have a remnant nexus, and that one is neutral. So I didn't totally fuck up here. But that does mean that this place that we will look at on the map like this to get our details, we don't have the underground stuff here. Adequate farmland, rich ore deposits, moderate ore deposits, common organics. Once again, character building biosphere, mild climate, which is nice. Hot and high gravity, things that we can deal with, things that we can terraform. I'm liking this place pretty good, except for the fact that I'm having to run for my life right now. But you know what? Maybe I should have asked before I poked. This is a key lesson in consent. How do we piss off the local remnants here? I think another good question is, I'm not going to push it right now, but I'd love to know if the rest of these guys are hostile, or if they're eventually going to get over it. I guess we'll find out in just a second. Okay, so they're all neutral. So fascinating. That is one up for this place. We don't have to deal with the military virus, and we have a remnant nexus right next door to the planet. So that's good. It's going to be hilarious, and we're still pretty damn close to all these other colonies. So the Outre doesn't look bad, except for the whole everybody's trying to kill me thing. Let's go to Rama. You know, maybe we can take another gate to Rama. I actually feel like, you know what, we need to go to Epsilon Newton probably. How does Spindle feel about us? They're not going to try to shoot us on sight. No, they're only suspicious with us, because I need to resupply. Let's see, all I wanted to do was just find buried treasure and build a colony. And I found buried treasure, and I got chased off the island. I guess this is a good time to check and see, is that a bounty by Chris? At least not one that's showing up here. So I think that was the Vengeance Fleet that hasn't made an appearance for a little while. We have been here, so we do know where the planet is. I guess outer system jump point is still going to be our best bet. Alright. Beacon on, because if they don't trust us already, we don't want to piss them off. We've already pissed off enough of the robo-locals. But yeah, we need some more supplies if we're gonna build a colony here. Okay, so there's Spindle with their super cool two-toned faction stuff. All right. Fortunately, they have a lot of supplies. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot of fuel. No. They really don't have a lot of fuel. Oh, I've actually sold quite a bit to them already. Well, here's a little more. Have fun. A few more supplies. Yeah, we need to get some fuel potentially somewhere. So we'll try to make some good neighbors. I didn't mean to buy all those and make myself extremely suspicious. So we'll just buy that many and make ourselves very highly suspicious. Well, damn. Okay, anything else we can sell that would be, like, nice? I could sell you a Thresher torpedo. Refire delay. Oh, why do you have a refire delay when it's just one giant torpedo? Okay, well. This belonged to the Revolutionary Council. We are getting pursued because I bought the wrong supplies. I am sorry. We're actually not carrying anything super suspicious, so I'm not going to talk my way out of this one either. How are we faster than you? Because you are one single tiny ass frigate. Okay, there's your E-burn. There's our E-burn. Oh, it's still gonna catch us, maybe. Oh no! Don't do it! Oh, we were so close. We totally were not fleeing, officer. I just didn't see your turn signal. Okay, everything looks clean to me this time. Yeah, we just like going really fast. We get impatient and use our emergency burn all the time. Oh my god, how do you make friends in this game? All right, so right now, don't get me wrong. This system looks nice, and we do have Agni, but once again, I don't know if somebody pacified the Agni or what, but the Agni weren't attacking anybody, or at least they weren't attacking someone that was trying to pursue me. So that's maybe not as a defensive posture as I was thinking. It is very interesting at Hadron here because we have this thing with the industrial ruins here. I actually don't know what the arcane energy signatures means. I'm sure somebody watching does know. You're welcome to spoil it in the comments. It's fine. I either colonize the planet and I'm going to find out, or I choose a different planet and I don't. But yeah, I guess one of the benefits of Chris is that you have your what's the damn word? If we look back at Hadron, for instance, you have your amenisol or amenical biosphere, which is just very dangerous here. Chris has an amenisol exosphere, or just, I guess, technically the area around the star will eat you. So this is going to be really funny if I run into my Vengeance fleet again. I think that's exactly what's happening. Oh, that is exactly what's happening. Okie doke. So we're going to be going to Rama, and we're going to be gating out of here. So that is literally the Vengeance fleet that is out for revenge. If you remember, we are the hunted right now. So that means that they've just been flying around hyperspace looking for us. I guess this is a decent test for, are these guys going to attack that fleet? Because they might not, honestly. It could just be a fleet thing. But I am going to turn off my beacon because that is okay, I gotta say, patrolling, I don't know. And we do have a fully radiated world here. And it kind of looks like they're just spawning from this place. I want to ping to see if I can try to find a Ordo Spire, whatever it's called here, but I'm not going to do that today. Okay, so if we click Establish a Colony here, this one, energy patterns usually emitted by a dormant nanoforge. That's going to be the one that does the forge templates. That's the one I couldn't find at all last game. And it was just around there somewhere. Apparently, it looks like I needed to look for areas that were under Remnant controlled. But the thing is that it's safe. Like, the hazard rating is low. We're still good proximity. But damn. Like, common organic, sparse, poor farmland. And it's cold. Like, sure, we have technology. We have space heaters, LOL. But I just made that joke. And LOL out loud. I am terrible. Okay, we're going to delete the channel here after this video. So it's been really nice knowing you all. But the long story short is that I'm probably flying right back towards people that are trying to get sweet, sweet revenge on me because they've been looking for me. And I'm going to try to give them the old slip here. Either that or they got hit by patrols. Maybe they got hit by patrols. That would be really nice if they got hit by patrols. Be like, hey, you know what? You keep following me to all these systems and the systems keep killing you. Or since we're leaving in a second, let's see if we can find a station. We can't. So it's possible that it's around, but we're going to mess with the AI here because I am nothing if not someone who tries to do gamesmanship here. And we're going to use our fuel to fly to Favonius. Quite the tongue twister. Okay, so the great thing about Favonius is that it's on the other side of the map completely. And hopefully somebody is going to be like, I want my revenge. I'm going to fly all the way to... Oh my god. Okay, there we go. That's the fun part about flying with gates. And once again, bravo to the expanded sector like layout here. I love that we have empty spaces in space. It's not just one big homogeneous blob of stars. And even when I was messing with the settings, it never really looked like that either. So I just love the way this looks out now. What does the star cluster look like relative to the rest of the galaxy? I don't know. But we don't have to worry about that today because we can't go any further than that. So we need to slide to the left. Hopefully Favonius sells fuel, or this was a really bad move. I think they do. They're like... The Auroran Federation seems like the kind of people that have fuel, but once again, just look at how pretty the lights are here. What a happy little planet. If we look at the bar here, what is this rakish man up to? Deliver this item to a specified location up here. It's a pirate, and he wants me to go up into the north side here. We've already kind of been around here. So yeah, I am going to accept it. Dead drop. Ah, good, he says. Alright. So, powered undersuit. He wants me to use 50 Marines. There's a heavy cruiser collecting space dust. Here, no. We are not at Favonius to cause disharmony. That's literally goes against, as much as this singing like grates my nerves. Okay, I was about to sell all my fuel. It's like, wait a minute, we don't have a lot of fuel. Okay, so if we buy all your shit off the black market, it's fine. Because right now we are not suspicious at all, because nobody cares if we buy fuel. Literally nobody cares. It's like we went to the gas station and instead of getting the premium gasoline, we got the suspicious gasoline. It's still gasoline. We're still going to burn up the antimatter in our ships. I just bought too many supplies and I just clicked it like it was nothing. Okay. There we go. Waste of 5,000 credits. Once again, I'm deleting... Okay, can't buy that. I'm deleting everything after this is done. I've made one too many jokes. It's gone. So, like I said, one of the great things about this game, and about this save in particular, is that I have so many options available. I could just explore under the sun, under the moon, under the stars. There's so many planets with warning beacons that I haven't necessarily surveyed. Like if we look at Urag over here, it has a desert world, a dust world, and a desertic world. This place could be really good. We don't know. There's just a bunch of potential opportunities. But the way things go is that we kind of need to pick one. And if I'm a choosing character here who has kind of gotten a broken off message from the remnants, I want to pick one that's going to be pretty close to the remnants, so at least I can be in a little bit more of a communication with them. So I think the move is going to be Unheshijian. I'm going to have to come up with a better name for that planet, and I don't know if I can do that right now. But that's what we're going to do. I think that's the pick, and in another world, in another life, who knows, maybe an opportunity will arise during this save where we just say, fuck it, we can now build as many weapons as we want. We can colonize as many planets as we want. We know where the Forge template planet is. We know where the Pristine Nanoforge. We got 2 of those. Yeah, I mean, there is a possibility that the story of this save goes that eventually Hannah Kesslier does say fuck it and just sheds all of the restrictions. But that's not where we're at right now. Right now we're taking our toes and going back to legitimacy here. And that means taking our people that we've been weirdly transporting across time and space. Hopefully those guys that got really mad at me have cooled down by now here. And we're gonna go make friends. And we're going to not piss off the locals, hopefully. Because last thing I want is someone shooting at me. But yeah, a remnant nexus literally right next to the planet here. You can't ask for much more than that. Although apparently maybe they want the mining station there. Maybe they're going to get really mad if I colonize. I don't expect that to be the case. But they could. I guess we're going to find out. And if a remnant nexus tries to attack me because I've colonized a planet, that will be the first that I've seen it. And that'll be a hilarious surprise. So hang on to your butts, I guess. We can establish a colony here. Let's make this official. So here we go. They are decivilized, extensive ruins, rich rare ores, moderate ore deposits. We don't have a biovirus here, so that's for the best. And we can terraform some of this other stuff, so that's going to be a little bit of a goal. Here, let's establish a colony. If you'd like to rename it later, you can do so by clicking its name. That's fine, because I have some ideas, but I want to make sure, I want to give it a good think for what I want to name this. Now we have a faction name as well here. And Kesslier Foundation, that literally sounds like something her dad did. First off, we do have the family flag here. This is something that I wish I could have had and from the start, but we had to find a family here. What prefix should we use? It's going to be KS. Kesslier Exodus is what it's going to be called, which I guess technically it could be KSE or KE. I feel like KSE probably works better. So it could be Kesslier Exodus. We'll use the Kesslier Exodus. Should is a Kesslier Exodus courier ship reports that after heavy damage fighting, the Kesslier Exodus is now in control. Yeah, so there's no the. Just the one. And an exodus of Kessliers. No, that's fine. All right, so here we are. Put a bird on it. We've selected the flag. We now have that here. And we don't have any of the fun ruins to work with, but that does mean that we can potentially work on ourselves here. Now, if you don't know anything about what I've put in the Discord about who this character is or why this character is, she is a farmer. That is her trade. That's not her only job. Clearly, she's out flying in space, killing things. But as a farmer, obviously, you want to have the green grass to grow and build and make things work. And we're going to have other industries, obviously, here. We're going to need some hazard pay. We're going to have the spaceport. We have a really nice nest egg of stuff right now here. In fact, we should probably go ahead. Integration crops. That seems like fun. And that's just a structure. Interesting. Well, we're going to go ahead and build ground defenses because we need to put our money where our money is here. And our hazard rating isn't super high. If we look real quick, I mean, obviously we're going to need to build an orbital station once we get a spaceport. We're not going to have radiation absorbers. And there's a lot of other cool things that we can build. But we do need to build some stuff that actually deals with the gravity, like an in-brain oscillator. I'm pretty sure I have one that can make it work. The requisition center is something I didn't get to work with as much last time. That could be a workaround for potentially not being able to buy other weapons, is that if we get requisitions for them ourselves, it's fine. World symbols, hopefully people don't hate us enough. Remember, we are the people that are running away and trying to sort of tiptoe back into the world. Void extraction, I did not specifically ban that from the run, but you saw that I built farms instead of a void extractor. I'm just letting you all know that even though this one is very efficient, and if you have the mod installed for this, which I think is Industrial Evolution, it might be something else, this is what you want to build. But we're going to be going a little bit less efficient for the sake of we get to actually have farms. So real food, adequate food for adequate farmland. And we still have 1 million credits here. Okay, so first things first, we're going to store this. Oh my god, second thing second. We don't need that much crew apparently. I'm not going to store the Marines, but we are going to put some of these items in here for now. We have a lot of moving shit to do. It's almost like the next episode is going to be called Moving Day. That would be a really terrible name for an episode, which is maybe why I should do it. But we do have some ships to move around here. We have a good civilian transport if we end up needing it later. But yeah, and we can look at the comm directory. Ain't nobody here. Can look down at the dockside bar. We can talk to an arms dealer already about buying illegal weapons. You know, I think this may actually develop a contact here on this planet. I'm going to examine the tripod here. And we're not going to do a ton of business. I'm just going to do enough business here to try to establish a contact. That's it. We have ship hulls, we have weapons, we have fighters. We're going to pick weapons. Because I don't necessarily want someone else to be able to build ships. But if I can develop a contact here right away, it's more than worth it. But I do want to try to make it something that's like good that I don't have. Let's get a few of these. I think that's fine. Alright. So custom production, 60 days. And Europa wood. Better here. So what that means, and this is where contacts are actually very important here. You want to go to your I can't read my own UI. Contacts. Where are you? I don't know if we have one yet. Well, we do have Midnight Dissonant that we haven't seen in a little while, and still likes us for some reason. So after we do the pickup here, we may be able to establish the contact there. All right, so anyway, Nexus is not trying to bomb us from the looks of it, so that's a plus. If I decided to turn on the remnants for some reason, this would be a great farming setup for leaving the Nexus up and then letting all the Ordos come in and actually like bomb them. Oh god, someone who makes a lot of Starsector content made a video that illustrated that strategy very well, and I hate that I can't remember his name, but he makes really good sort of not full like run videos, but like shorter, easier to digest things. I'll see if I remember, I'll try to put it in the comments. But production order for Celamine MSM launchers. Okie doke. We have a dead drop that's over not too far away. We should have a gate nearby. We have a gate that's actually unactivated. So we can take the Ennis gate, I think, and we can do our homework and do this inactive gate. Seems like a plan. So let's go ahead, see if we can finish the dead drop and call it a grand old time. Like I said, I may have spent 50 minutes overthinking where to put a colony, but I thought it was okay to at least do some due diligence. And I'm glad I did, because in my prior sort of look around to be like, which planet should I consider? This one, the location was good, but I completely forgot that there was a Nexus, like right next to the actual planet. So, and I don't know if the orbital velocities mean that the Nexus is always going to... Oh, you know what? I will accept peace with the Sindrian Dictat. I did not even know we were at war. But yeah, we're at Ennis now. There's probably something dangerous here for some reason. It is a medium warning beacon here. We are next to Zon Prime. Our dead drop is taking us over at Epsilon Torrentino. That's not what the planet's called, but that's what I'm calling it. And then we're gonna pick up that other gate next time to try to come back here, because fortunately I have enough fuel. So cool. Like I said, I appreciate y'all being here. And for anyone who does have some worries about me actually shutting down here, we didn't actually think about this one, did we? Fascinating. Another dormant nanoforge one. Okay, this one's not very good. It doesn't have a lot of stuff here, but that's good to know that's there. And it also has a decivilized population, which is fascinating. Once again, something that Hannah's very familiar with, but it's another tale for another time. All right. So we're just going to fly on up here, and we are going to drop off whatever the item is. I didn't even care to check. Sometimes it's like a romance novel. Sometimes it's like a chicken sandwich. Okay, it's never been a chicken sandwich. That'd be hilarious if one time it's like, I just want you to dead drop these hot chicky nuggies over here in space. That's how you know I've been like listening to my kids' humor too much when I say hot chicky nuggies, but you know what? It's just the way it is. The internet has warped my mind. I used to try to say the most intelligent thing possible, and now it's all unintelligible. But we do have the target location, and we do have somebody else flying in here. For all I know, looks like they're just surveying, so we don't need to worry about them as much. As long as we don't have anybody flying out here and say, give me some fries and ketchup with your chicken nuggets. Target location. Arrived at the coordinates, the black Volturian lobster. Well, damn. I should have actually read that. If it's a black lobster shell, we're going to put it in stable orbit anyway, but yeah, that's fascinating. Okay, well, there we are. We're good. We got some officers that have moved on here. We haven't done too much leveling up. There was a non-combat episode. Next level, we can start unlocking technology, and there's an argument that I should respec here. We may respec eventually, but I don't... One of the... Oh, I actually have 2 skill points that I haven't spent. Hot diggity dog. Well, I'll do that another time. Clearly, we didn't need them today, but that'll do it for this one. This is Asher with more Starsector. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We will do this again in the near to medium future. Thanks for your patience for those of you that have been waiting for episodes. As you may have seen, I've been putting up some other series between War Tales and Brigador. Part of it's just trying to keep things all fresh, and some of it is new releases and new people coming to the channel that are excited to see stuff, which is always very exciting because it's great to meet new people, and technically, YouTube-wise, it's good for the health of the channel to help things grow that are growing. So I haven't forgotten about Starsector, and we're going to keep on plugging with this. I hope at least, even though this wasn't as combat-y of an episode, it was still interesting. Definitely tell me what you think. Join us on the Discord if you want to make fun of my misplays that I haven't even caught yet, and we will do this again another time. You all take care.